Hello everyone and welcome to my channel again. First of all, thank you so much. We reached 300 subscribers. We are aiming to reach 500. So please keep on following the channel, subscribe, comment and like and share the video. Doesn't cost you anything. It means a lot to us. We reached 300 subscribers in 2.5 months, which is fantastic. So I can only say thank you. I want to thank you a few of my followers. They keep on commenting, challenge my ideas, support my project. Everything is welcome, guys. It's an open platform. Please keep on sharing and express your point of view. If you challenge my point of view, I will do more research and bring more information. We are happy. We are very happy that we are building community that talk about Juventus, serieA, and finally we extend the love for Juventus across Italian border. That said, let's start. Two quick news today. The first one is an update from La Continassa. I need to thank you, my friend Camillo, for providing daily updated from La Continassa, and I want to touch base on content and show you how the relationship between Juventus and content, the negotiation between Juventus and content is progressing. Not much update from La Continassa. The team is preparing the last game of the season against Venezia. Venezia is a very strong team. The journey to Venezia pitch is very complicated. You need to take a boat, so it's not an easy move. In Venezia, a lot of team lost or draw, so it is not an easy pitch. It's very small pitch as well, so it's tough. Winning in Venezia is tough, but if we win, we secure our fourth place, so a Champions League zone. So Tudor has been focusing mainly on supporting and preparing the game from a physical point of view. Is working a lot on a free kick and a corner kick, how to mark your opponent, how to keep the pressure on, how to make sure don't react to provocation. That's happened to Ildiz and Kalulu, and keep the pressure on. Venezia has a lot to lose. They are fighting relegation battle, as I said, so it's going to be a tough game. Moving to the J-medical side of things, Kopmeiner and Gatti are still injured. Gatti has a broken foot and it seems like he can't recover. We don't know why. There's no news. J-medical said it took a month. It's been 2 months, only 60 days, and they're still not ready. He hasn't had a training session with the team. Regarding Kopmeiners, he suffered from an Achilles tendinitis. It's tough. I suffer for Achilles tendinitis as well. Not I'm the same level of Kopmeiners, but it takes longer. It took 6 months for me to recover, and I had to train my training preparation for the tournament because I was unable to skip, to run, to do anything. So it's a really, really bad injury. I'm sure Kopmeiners has access to better medical cure and medical equipment that I had in the past, but unfortunately there is no anti-inflammatory, nothing. Achilles tendon needs to regenerate by itself, so there is a lot of invasive training you need to do, physiotherapy, and maybe other things. I'm not a doctor, so I can't say, but yeah, it's not an easy injury, not a quick injury to recover. My only downside, the concern is McKennie. McKennie came off the pitch against Udinese, and McKennie is someone that fights on the pitch. He hit the opponent, he get hit, never complain. Every time he goes down, he stand up. So he gives up only if he's really injured. And the fact he's still injured, hasn't trained with the team as yet, makes me really concerned, because having someone on the pitch or on the bench like McKennie could make a huge difference, especially in a very physical game. The good note is Thuram is back, Savona is back, so at least Thuram can hold them in the field alongside Locatelli. And we still have Douglas Luiz that could support the midfield as well. The second topic of today, I want to go back to the conversation about Tudor and Conte. I received a comment. Thank you for actually. I received a few comments yesterday. Someone agreed with me, but someone disagreed with me which I thank because I went on and researched more and I spoke to a few people in Turin. And most of us agree with the romantic idea of having Tudor and build something from the scratch, recognize the big work he did, recognize the commitment, and he took on Juventus was really in this valley, really at the lows, and now we are fighting. We are 3 points away from the 3 points away from the Champions League. That said, the problem is not the manager. The problem is the management team and how Juventus is structured. If you look at the profile, Tudor versus Conte, Tudor is someone that doesn't care about politics. He wants to play, wants to work with the team. He loves growing the players. He loves tactics. He really loves preparing the game, etc. And there are a lot of comparisons with Gasperini. And if you look at Gasperini, he's an amazing manager. Everyone wants him. Everyone thinks he's one of the best managers in Italy. But when he went to Inter Milan, he failed completely. And not because his own fault, because he didn't have a structure. The management team wasn't there. The team was set up. The management of Inter Milan was set up in the way to allow him to do the work he wanted to do. So that's the problem with Tudor will face next year with the current Juventus. Juventus next year, according to according to Colpo Grosso, which I agree with him, and listening to him, I really got a different perspective. Juventus, the current Juventus, from a company structure point of view, will burn another manager like they did with Thiago Motta. They burned Tudor, which would be unfair on Tudor. And so we need someone that really a bulldog comes, smash everything, dictate what he wants to do. He set up his way of working from the beginning. He has a culture of working. He doesn't care about problems, no problem. He needs the company to behave like a company. And unfortunately, the only one is Antonio Conte or Guardiola or someone else. In Italy, is the only one can do. So there's been conversation between the two, and there is coming from from an article I read this morning on calciomercato.com that said Juventus and Conte are disputing. There are three diktats that Juventus wants Conte to do. A, accept the salary that is a little bit above what he's receiving from Napoli. At the moment in Napoli, he's receiving 6.5 million, if I'm not mistaken, and far off from what he used to receive from Tottenham, 17 million. So Juventus said they won't increase by 1 or 2 millions, not much more. So that's the first thing. The second thing, Juventus believes that the team is perfect as it is. They need only 3-4 players. They need to buy only 3 or 4 players, which I disagree with, and we discussed in a few videos ago. But we need to rebuild the attack. We need to adjust the defender in the midfield. So there will be more than 3 or 4. But definitely, we're not going to dismantle the team. We keep the team as it is. And third, they want Conte to be in line with the company policy. So Conte tends to go on, make complaints during press conference, attack the company itself, attack his own team, his own players, his own managers, the management team, just if he doesn't like how they behave, how they did. He doesn't want it. It's Juventus. Juventus has a company policy. We behave, we said we are Sabaudi, means like we are in the specific part of Italy and we have a very different way of behave compared to everyone else in Italy. So they want him to stay as it is. Apparently there was an answer from Conte. There was no conversation about salary, no conversation about or comments about behavior, but he agreed that Juventus needed 3 or 4 purchase of big players, but he wants to choose which these big players are, and he doesn't want anything instead of. The second thing Conte put on the table, he wants his own staff. There is a big question mark on Oriali. There's been a symbol of Inter Milan, so we don't know if Juventus or Reali will agree to come to work from Juventus, but definitely he wants Bonucci and wants Chiellini close to the team. He managed both of them, so he knows them inside out, and he can rely on them. The big question mark that we have is what Giuntoli is gonna do, if his scope will be reduced or he might exit Juventus. On top of that, there is De Laurentiis. De Laurentiis hasn't agreed to let Conte go. Apparently, there will be a request from De Laurentiis. He would let Conte go only if Elkan itself will ask him the favor. Again, speculation, we will never know if it does happen or not, but this is what Conte has asked. That's all for now. Thank you very much for following. It was a bit longer video, 11 minutes. Please keep on comment, share, like, and please subscribe. Ask your friends to subscribe. More people are following us. More this channel grow, more initiative we can take. Thank you so much. Forza Juve. Thank you. Ciao, ciao, ciao.